Dear viewers, and welcome to a new edition of our program Africa Today. And we'll start with this report where the Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy, Dr. Mohammed Shakir, received Tuesday the Ambassador of Cyprus in Cairo to follow up on the developments of the electrical interconnection, the power linkage project between the two countries. Shakir praised the depth of the distinguished Egyptian-Cypriot relations, stressing the interest attached by the political leadership and the Egyptian government represented in the electricity and energy sector to support the bonds of cooperation between the two nations.
Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy Mohammed Shakir received on Tuesday the Ambassador of Cyprus in Cairo to follow up on the developments of the electrical interconnection project between the two countries. Shakir praised the depth of distinguished Egyptian-Cypriot relations, stressing the interest attached by the political leadership and the Egyptian government represented in the electricity and energy sector to support the bonds of cooperation between the two countries. He praised the efforts exerted to complete the necessary studies for the interconnection project, stressing that this historic project is of great importance to Egypt's strategic plan in order to achieve economic development, and that this project is one of the projects that help connect Egypt and Africa to the European electrical network. The minister stressed the interest of the ministry in electrical connection with neighboring countries, referring to the existing linkage with Jordan and Libya, as well as the link with Sudan. Shakir also stressed the interest that the electricity and renewable energy sector attaches to electrical interconnection projects so that Egypt becomes a regional center for energy exchange with Europe and Arab and African countries. For his part, Cyprus's ambassador praised the distinguished political relations between the two countries, stressing the need to support and strengthen such ties. He stressed the Cypriot government's interest in the project of linking the two countries, as this project is of great importance in achieving economic and political benefits for both countries.
To shed more light on that issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Gamal Al-Qalyoubi, Professor of Energy and Petroleum. Good afternoon to you, Dr. Gamal. Hello, sir. Dr. Qalyoubi?
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Minister of Electricity Mohammed Shakir praised the swift steps to conclude the studies for the power linkage between Egypt and Cyprus. Would you please elaborate on this ambitious project?
Okay, well, that's, we have been starting a very good communication with Cyprus and also Greece since 2014.
Yes.
And it's a lot of crises and a lot of agreements have been settled in the level of presidential level, and this is in consequences for 5 years in consequences, and each year was clarify another opportunities and another benefits which is reflected directly to our economics in terms of Cyprus economics and also Greece economics. The part of electricity is very essential part because that Cyprus is suffered from shortage in electricity, which almost we talk about 1.1 giga, which it's almost need to be clarified that part produce a gas that will enhance and help to generate the power plants. But to tell that situation is coming,
yes,
there is two ways have been considered with Egypt. First, that there is a production line, and this is under construction at the moment between Egypt and Cyprus, and this is where received the oil gas coming from Etrebet field, another one from Cyprus field 1. So instead the gas is coming to enter the country. This is one of the benefits will help in future to support the Cyprus economy in terms of the benefit of the gas. In the other way, we have also a mega project in continuous supporting to go for electricity main cable, which will go across under the sea of the Mediterranean Sea. And this will be conjunction with Cyprus in addition to Egypt. Egypt leading with that one because we have a lot of features. We have over 15,000 megawatts, which are additional production of our normal consumptions as an Egyptian. So for that benefit, the 3 mega power plants we have, which is the main capital, the new capital power plant, addition to Kraimat in Beniswif. The other one is El Prollos. Three mega power plant contributed almost 5,000 megawatts each one. So for that reason, the addition of that in power related to the part of our production addition will help us to go and make a conjunction with Cyprus. This is the main target, and I think that is very grateful between us and the benefit for both economies, specifically for Cyprus, to just full their shortage in electricity.
Yes. Dr. Qalyoubi, also Egypt has been chosen as the sponsor of upgrading and modernizing the power network of the African continent. How is Egypt becoming an energy hub in Africa and the whole region?
Well, that's, there is a lot of features been already cumulatively through 30 years plus, that as Egypt we have a very strong infrastructure, specifically for oil and gas industry.
Yes.
As a part of a country, we are open in acknowledgement or technology instead of with all the foreigners across the world. We have 26 foreigner companies working in Egypt. These companies, they are different nationalities, different cultures, different acknowledgement and technology. This has helped us to make a very good mix and help to build a very good infrastructure with a mix of petrochemistry, refining plants, LNG plants, and addition to fertilizing factories. That community has contributed Egypt a unique countries in terms of that we have a market to receive any gas, and we have a huge consumptions of the gas in terms of population, in terms also of petrochemistry manufacturing, and also addition to that part related to industrial. A contribution of industrial in Egypt is 22% of the total Egypt consumption. 62% belongs to electricity. For that reason, Egypt has been contributed as a hub because that we are able to receive a gas for any country. Would you like to deliver a gas to us, like Cyprus, like Greece, like our neighbors in Palestinian, Israel, and also in the future Lebanon and and also Syria. Both of these countries in the pool of our Mediterranean Sea East is allowed to us to receive such gas in the future, and as Egypt, all that feature allowed to us to be centralized country for South Africa and all major Africa as a hub.
Indeed. Dr. Qalyoubi, also Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy, Dr. Mohammed Shaker, told the Cyprus ambassador that Egypt is seeking to turn into a vital hub for power linkage among three continents, adding that 5 megawatts will be extended to Sudan. A quick comment on that.
Well, that's, we have a conjunction net, and this conjunction net is expanded. We have been started from Sudan since long time, and we already feed Sudan with 350 megawatts. We start with 160, and this is expanded to 300 megawatts, and that's the future to be add also more.
Yes.
We have also...
Yes, Dr. Gamal Qalyoubi, Professor of Energy and Petroleum. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us and for your precious input. And moving to South African President Cyril Ramaphosa on Tuesday, who asked the World Trade Organization to suspend intellectual property rights for the COVID-19 vaccine to bridge the huge gap in vaccination rates worldwide. More details follow.
South Africa's president and head of the Oxfam heaped pressure on the World Trade Organization members and manufacturers to allow fairer access to COVID-19 vaccines on Tuesday, including through a waiver on intellectual property rights. At a WTO public event on trade and COVID-19, also attended by German vaccine maker BioNTech, Cyril Ramaphosa said that a waiver on patents was needed to save millions of lives during the pandemic. The WTO began discussions on a waiver to intellectual property rules for COVID-19 products about a year ago, but several countries with strong pharmaceutical industries, including host Switzerland, remain opposed. Without mentioning the waiver, especially, Oxfam's executive director, Gabriela Butcher, said that monopolies, not science, were the biggest challenge to defeating the virus. BioNTech Chief Operating Officer Shirk Poeting said that the firm was working as quickly as possible to allow other countries to do their own manufacturing of COVID-19 vaccines, including of those based on messenger RNA technology, like its COVID-19 shot.
Well, that are the viewers. We come to the end of this edition of Africa Today. Many thanks for watching.